Hey, hey.
Hey,
Oh, why did I see my echo? I just clickbaited everybody. I said live on Kick with an angry face. So everyone's like, wait, what? What's going on? And then I'm like, psych, bitch, you got the wrong number. And thank you. You're not angry today, are you? I am. I'm gonna bite your boobies off. Just joking. Um, anyway, guys, how's everyone doing? It's nice to see everybody on Kick. Let's go. Yo, what's good, Jen Miller with the 10. I don't think you need to clickbait us. I do it for me, okay? It's not about you. It's never been about you, okay? It doesn't matter about you. It matters about me. It only matters about me. Not Jenny, not Stacy, not Madeline, not Will's Barbie, not Irene, not Amanda. It's me. It's all me. It's all me. Okay. Irene, thank you so much for the 100. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Debbie? Debbie Dog. Debbie Dog is in the building. I just ordered Swish Ale. We got chicken glazed with your mama. No, I'm kidding. Honey garlic. And then we got some garden salad. Keep it healthy. Kel, thank you for the 1,000. Stacy, thank you. Shannon, thank you. Annie, thank you. Stephanie with the 5 gifted. Thank you, thank you. Hi D, hi Debbie. Oh no. Debbie, don't listen to D, bro. She's a clout chaser. She's a clout chaser, bro. Fucking D goes to fucking. She's a groupie. She's a groupie. Dude, she goes to Gavin. She be fucking the whole squad, bro. Stay away from her. Trust me. I'm just joking. So am I. Oh shit. Okay, my bad, my bad. I'm joking, D. I'm joking. D's in a freaking retirement home helping freaking people. She's a freaking healthcare beauty. Chanel with the 500, thank you. Mary, thank you for the 500. Amy, thank you for the 10. Mary with the 500. Amy with the 10. Jessica with the 100. And Steph again, thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for being so consistent on supporting. Thank you guys. Diane, thank you for the 100. Crab cakes for me? Ew. 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 Sorry. I'm in a funny mood today. Will's Barbie, thank you so much. Nevada, thank you. Um, yeah, I'm in a funny mood today, bro. My day was good. My day was good. My day was good. It was an eventful day actually. I had a really good talk with someone and we had a deep talk and it was a respectful talk. We decided I'm gonna, you know, keep her name out of it, but we decided we're just good friends. No, no relationships going on for William. So a little emotional, change because it's been back and forth, you know, but we came to a conclusion that just friends, we gotta live our lives. That's the result I wanted, honestly. At first, I was like, more like, you know, looking for a relationship, but then as the conversation went on, I kind of realized I'm just looking for the sense of security instead of actually like wanting a relationship. I was more looking just to like kind of hide away from the world and like have a relationship. And that's just not a way of living life. So it was nice to just, come to a conclusion that, you know, I still want to live my life and have fun and I want to go out and do my shit. And I have a lot of life to live just like she does. And we just, yeah, it's just taking care, when you're in that relationship, it's that like you have to take care of someone else, right? You gotta have like that extra like, and I'm not ready for that. When I think about it though, I don't even know what made me think I was even ready to settle down. Because when you think about it, I don't even have my own shit in order. Like, I feel like you should settle down when you have like your job that you know you want to do. You got a house, you got, your finances in order, you got like, you're more settled down, you meet somebody naturally, you guys are just hanging out every day, enjoying life. Like it's just more not, it's not like, oh yeah, let's just decide to settle down. Like I feel like that's a little like, huh, and just not realistic, you know? Um, yeah, you can't force it. Yeah. So anyway, it's good because now it's like even though I'll always love her and I do love her and you never know what the future holds, it's a weight off my back and I'm still friends with her, which is beauty. But it does feel like a big weight off my back. Like I feel like I can, live life now and just not think too hard about things, and that feels good. And it was a big, big lesson, like learning lesson that you only live once, and you can't hide from life. And you know, there's been a lot of lessons in my life lately, dude, with the quitting and getting in relationships and going through it. Like I can't believe how much I've been learning this past 5 years. Like, wow. But I'm looking forward to the future now, like to just enjoy. I'm looking forward to like have fun more and just kind of be like curious, you know? Um, thanks. Annie, thank you. Missy, thank you. No, it was a real decision because it got to the point where it's like I had to say, I understand we're in a relationship, or I understand we're acting like we're in a relationship where we don't really know what we want to be together. But I said for my own heart, I have to know moving forward what is going on because I can't like be thinking and putting my life on hold. Like we need to just cut the chase and say, you know what, let's just separate. We can still be friends, we can still talk, but live our lives, dude. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to Greece, I'm going to Italy. She has to live her life, she has stuff. And it's not, it's hard, right? But it's like, it's better than sitting there and riding the fence and just wondering like, oh, maybe, and keeping this big heart-filled like feeling. It's like, if things happen, they happen naturally, but it's like you got to make those smart decisions to like enjoy life. Eh? Sometimes that hard thing to do, like sometimes that thing that you're like holding on to is something that you need to let go so you can actually feel freedom and like live your life, and that's it's been hard for me. Like I've been in a lot of relationships this past like 5 years, and every single one of them was very difficult to let go. It was just there's this some sort of like feeling of attachment. Like those memories you have with people, and then when you move forward, it almost feels like your reality just like, like it's like all those memories are just like it just brings this sense of like heavy feeling, So it's always been kind of difficult, but it's something I'm getting better at, and it's something that I'm now looking forward more to like the future. Um, yeah. Kathy, thank you for the 1,000. Thank you. Special K, thank you. Stacy, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I think like for a bit, I do think I'll be single for a bit. Like I really want to like experience like I haven't really like experienced where I would travel, let's say, and bring a girl on a date at a restaurant and then go meet someone else. Like just play the field and just enjoy. Be straight up with people that I'm just, having fun and trying to meet people and I just want to like live it up a bit and be safe with that because I don't know, it's like jumping into anything is like kind of just like too heavy. It's like I just want to lighten up the mood and just enjoy for now. And then when the time's right, but as of now, I'm kind of excited just to just enjoy like and have fun and love myself and all that stuff. So thank you. Denise, thank you. Ready to get out and hang out with the boys this weekend? Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Still gotta book the hotel. Fall in love with feeling of being free. Yeah, dude. D with the 100. Like, I'm excited to just kind of be sexy for a bit, you know? Imagine like three girls looking at and being like, oh shit, like, and they're all crawling and shit. And I'm like, kind of just chilling back, right? Fuck, dude, on the beach too. And I'm getting fed grapes and shit. Sonia, thank you for the 500. Tammy, thank you. Mary with the 500. Mindy, thank you. Cal with the 5 gifted. Thank you. Dee, thank you. Alper Kitty, thank you. Pauline, thank you. Kathy, thank you. Rose Barbie, thank you. Mary Jane, thank you. Yeah, that'd be nice though, man, Karen with the 5,000. Like, imagine three best friends. They might kiss. Oh, they will kiss. And then they're just like, Will's just chilling back, dude. Fucking podcast on, dude. Theo Vaughn. Freaking damn, dude. You know? Singing My Little World. My Little World. Karen, thank you so much. Yeah. Wow. Debbie with the 50 gifted. Let's go. Debbie with the 50 gifted. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Let's go. It's good to have you back. See, Debbie, this is the will you guys want because it's the natural will. It's not the will that's holding on to someone, even though, we're respectful and we love the will that was holding on to things, bro, that, and was going through things, always was doubting and always like fighting back, trying to protect it. Just like Will's gotta just be William, and just have fun and chill and enjoy and go through the motions of life. Cheryl with the 100, thank you. Kim with the 500, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. It's good to see you guys. I like Will, whatever mood. Oh, I know. You just be flicking the bean on the other side of the screen. We know, Pauline. Even if I'm screaming at you, you're like, oh my God, it's so hot. I can't help it. I'm in the parking lot gambling and I can't open my eyes. I lost my house. I just put all of it on black, but Will looks good. Ruthie with the 1,000, thank you. Peta, thank you for the 500. JJ with the 100, thank you. Yeah, I think we're going away this weekend. I gotta call my brother pretty soon. I don't know. we're just figuring out what we're gonna do. So I know Ivan's not, he's kind of injured. Um, his back hurts, but he's still down. So we're gonna do a call pretty soon, I think, and start fucking. Diane, thank you. I know Ivan always has problems. He's like, oh, my back, my bum hole, my wiener, my clitoris. It's like, Ivan, shut the fuck up, dude. Take a fucking Advil. Karen, thank you for the 100. Thank you. Special K with the 1,000. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the butthole is definitely a me problem. I shouldn't be chirping the butthole because I have a stinging butthole right now. A couple days ago, I was wiping or whatever and started like hurting, and the hemorrhoid just started like whatever. And oh my God, I got like little razor blade cuts right now. Missy, thank you for the 100. Thank you. But it's getting better. Yeah, Emmy's back. Came to say hi. Sally Webbs with the 10 gifted. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sally. Stephanie with the 100. Thank you. Did you shave it or something? No, I don't shave my butthole. My girlfriends do. My girlfriends do. You should see me. I literally lay on the bathroom floor and I lift my legs over my head. And then like my girlfriend or something, my girlfriend will just start shaving me. I'll just be like, literally like a monkey with his legs over his head. Carlos with the 500. Thank you. When you experience so many things, you will know when you're ready. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, so it's been a while. I don't really like I don't really I don't shave my butt alone really unless like I'm shaving my balls and stuff and I'll just go down there quick and shave. But yeah. You trust someone with a sharp object? There's been times I've yelled, "What the fuck?" when I would get a cut. I remember I'd get a cut and I would just fucking be like, "Oh my God." But she'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so freaking sorry." And I'm like, "No, you just want to cut my family jewels off like freaking and throw it in a gold plat case. Keep it in your room, you psychopath." Well, what picture do I have in my head? No, I'm just joking, but it's done, yeah. Is that a non-negotiable on your dating profile? Yeah, shave my butt. You know, if you can't get down there and shave my butt, then like, how are we ever gonna have a conversation? You know, like, how am I supposed to take you serious as a person, like a genuine human being? You know, if you can't, you know, get on your knees, you know? Anyway, we all got different profiles, you know? Carlos, thank you so much for the 500. Thank you. Kim with the 50. Thank you. Yeah, man. I gotta go get the food. I'll be right back. I'm not waxing it, bro. Frick, that'd be horrible. Say when. Three, two. Whoosh. Ah, fuck. God, fuck. Oh, there's your hemorrhoid on the tape. Look at that motherfucker. Cal with the 100. Thank you. All right. I'll be right back. Hey, I got honey garlic chicken. Let's put some more honey garlic on that biatch. Copy, thank you. William, how do you make your money? I talk about waxing my hemorrhoid. What? Yeah, you heard what I said. Okay, William, be respectful, please. No, no, literally, like I talk about like waxing my hemorrhoid and like shaving my ex-girlfriend's shaving my pubes and shit, like just a normal day. Like I don't really know what else you want from me right now. Kathy, thank you for the 5 too. Mm-mm-mm. Damn, that's crazy, Missy. Mary, with the 5 gifted. CJ with the 500. Thank you so much, ladies. Only cloud I'm chasing is Hazzy Sass guy. Hazy ass guy. You're so funny, dude. Annie, thank you for the line. Don't breathe that smoke. Bro, I've been breathing that smoke like crazy. That's what I'm scared of. Like I haven't been doing it today, but like yesterday I was breathing it like it was like it is bad. Wait, you have hazy skies too, do you? How? You're from like butt fuck nowhere. How do you guys have it too in butt fuck nowhere? You guys have it. How do you guys all have it? Wait, where is it coming from, the fires? Canada? How? Like where? You guys see that video of that guy stuck in like a train or something and how crazy the fire was around him? Hmm. Jude was calm. And that makes me think our generation, like like our world now is so used to bad things happening that our reaction is almost like didn't doubt it. Thanks, bro. No, dude. Actually, kind of have to, but like, I'm still kind of hungry. I know that wasn't really enough. You know, maybe yeah, it's not so maybe yogurt or something after. Yeah. Or even tuna. Yeah. Dude. Sticking to the health tech. Yeah, we're like, it's almost like we're expecting the worst to happen. Like, it's almost like if there was an alien invasion now, people would be like, I knew it. We almost got an offer for the house. Then this old grandma that was looking at it, she looks over with her other friend, grandma, and she's like, yeah, no, we're not buying it. After she saw me for some reason. Because she's like, you know, that motherfucker in that house, bro, there's probably freaking cum stains all over the walls, dude. You know? Like, we're we're not buying it. It was rude though. No, I'm just joking. They sh- they show like the blue light, and it's like Bill's room's like normal, some like cobwebs, and like the spare room has a little bit of like dust. And then my room just fucking full of freaking like what the fuck? Put a mask on. They like grab an oxygen tank like "Mm, mm." I come out of the washroom on my phone, on Hinge, on Tinder. Hey, oh, is it showing today? Is this your room? Yeah, yeah, it's my room. What's up? When someone on Hinge or Tinder's like looking for a long-term partner, I automatically don't answer. It's like, yeah, about that, the long-term partnership is never happening again. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine being stuck with a woman your whole life? Imagine Jenny every morning. Will, why were you rude to me today? Oh my God. She goes and like talks to her therapist about me and shit. She's like, it's just like ever since he's been at Bill's, he's grumpy and like and I'm like, oh my God, just bring the fucking milk home for the love of goodness. You're joking. I'm just in that mood, you know? After getting out of a relationship, now it's single. Like, no long-term stuff, you know? No Jenny stuff, you know? You know what I realized though? I've said I'm in love with probably a million girls. Like I remember I was just thought about like a girl on TikTok I looked at and I was like, wow, I'm in love with this girl. Like she's gonna be my future wife. And then I remembered another one I saw and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in love with that girl. I think she's my future wife. And then I'm thinking like, holy fuck, like I've actually loved like everybody, you know? So do you believe in love at first sight? Yeah, dude. If the tits are nice, dude, of course. If you see a nice big pair of boobies, dude, if you're not in love, something's wrong with you, buddy. Honestly. No, I'm just joking. Um, yeah, bro, I don't know. I don't really know. I think it's more about honestly, my opinion changes. Like, I really do believe though, it's like right person, right time, or right person, wrong time. You know, I think it's just kind of like you meet people and like, it's all about timing, bro. Like when two people's lives are at a certain point and they're doing good and they're both attracted to each other and they're both have the same kind of values and stuff, it works, you know? And then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, I have things to do and you have things to do. We're not really clicking anymore and so it is like that. So for like in my experience. So that's why it's like just enjoy, like don't take it too serious and just like enjoy what comes to you. Like what I learned about this last relationship is don't be clingy. Like take the good for the good, leave the bad for the bad, and just live your life. And like don't overthink it. Don't think like, don't get all like bubbly about shit too much where you're overthinking it. Like, you can get bubbly and have a good time, but don't sit there and like, just like take it for how it is, have fun, enjoy, move forward, you know? Um, yeah, just have like, just date, but it could get more serious, right? But it's like, just be more careful. Like, don't like for me, like, don't like jump into things and like be like, oh my God, like I want it today. Like just let it happen naturally. Take it slow. Like have a good time when you can. Don't put expectations on people. Like all those things, you know? Yeah, I'll remember this one the next for sure. Like for me now though, after this, it's more of like I look at love different now. I look at it as a beautiful thing, but I look at it more as just appreciate the time being. I don't look at it as like a spaceship to the moon anymore. And I was really looking for that like save me from my problems relationship that I thought like everything's gonna be fine now since I'm with someone and like it's like ah just run away from everything. And it's like, I don't look at it like that anymore. I look at it like we all have our lives. You know, I have my family, you have your family, we have friends. Like, I'm gonna enjoy when someone comes my way and have fun doing it, but not put it so all or nothing attitude or like they dictate my happiness in any way. It's just enjoying our time together, you know? Um, like being real with it, you know? So I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that lesson because it took me a long time to understand this. Like you guys don't even understand. You guys understand, but not the full extent of how long it took me to understand this. Holy shit. I was looking for a mummy, dude. I was looking for probably 10 girls to save me out of my own problems so I don't have to think about my life and just suck on her fucking nipple all day type shit, spiritually. Not literally, but you know what I mean. And literally, but you know what I mean. Just, you know, it just doesn't work that way, man. You know, it's like you have your own life, you know, they have their life. We can enjoy it. We can have fun. We can experience together. We can stay together. But gotta be happy with you. She's gotta be happy with her. For a long time, I was like, even if we're miserable, we can just be together and like us versus the world. No, it's not like that, bro. Because yeah, it can be us versus the world, but it's not like that attitude towards it where it's like nothing else matters, just us. Like I thought it was like almost like a way out, you know? Um, and it drove me psycho because I would be in that love feeling, but then I'd be constantly anxious about my personal life, about bumps on my body, am I dying? Like it was almost like I was trying so hard to get out of reality with love, and the same with weed and all those things, that it would actually like stress me out in the back of my head more. I'm like, why why isn't it saving my life? Like why is all my problems not just this like how do I do like but it just wasn't realistic that way, you know? Um, so yeah, dude, it's pretty heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a definitely a big learning lesson for me, a big reality check. But it's definitely at the same time very like reassuring, you know, and like again, that growth is important and it's better than staying stuck, you know, and feeling like you don't know what's real and shit. Holy shit, bro. I lived like that for so long, and oh my goodness. I'd be sitting there just like not even be able to have a conversation with people, holding on, like didn't know what the fuck was going on, you know? So after this relationship, it really taught me like life, and I'm super grateful for that. And now I just take that, and I still have a lot of life to live. So just now it's just enjoying from there, you know? Rita, thank you. Yeah, this decision will make me get out for sure. Like, that's what I mean with the relationship, what I was thinking, and I'm really proud of her for not kind of, knowing what's right. But I was thinking, like, I don't need to go out now because I have a girlfriend. I'm not gonna see my friends. I'm not gonna see my family. It's just gonna be me and her. I'm gonna hide away from the world. I'm gonna just start my blah 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 blah, right? And it just that wasn't a healthy way of doing it. Like it was just like again hiding. Trying to like I don't really know why. I think it goes back to like a deeper things. I think like it goes back from like maybe childhood like thoughts and thinking like trying to do it my own way instead of like enjoying like just social encounters and just growing and just having like and taking it like chill. It was always like had to be extravagant, had to do it my way, had to. And it was just kind of like when I look at it now, it was kind of like just deflecting reality, like just kind of like running away from like things that really mean something to me, you know? And I think now after that, boom, that realization from this last relationship, I won't be in the house. That's for sure. Like, I will have nothing else to do but want to now go and live life because of that feeling. Like, I want to go just live because it's that intense feeling now of like, oh, you know? So just a big reality check that way, which is good, which is really good, which is really good. Pauline, thank you for the 100. I just told you why I would stop seeing my friends. So I don't know why you're still asking. Because it's not that extreme, but it was more of a, like, don't get me wrong, I would still see my friends eventually. I would still go see my family eventually. But I was kind of in like the back of my head, like my mind was almost like trying to like avoid living life. Like it was the same thing. It reminds me when I was in high school. I would hang out with Ivan and I would try to avoid social encounters. So I would try to make our own life with Ivan where we'd go and get up to no good, or I was always trying to push away from diving into life. So like when I had this relationship, it was like, okay, like we're in love, like I don't need to do anything else. Like this is my it was like holding on like a kid almost, like scared to like just let go and like in like experience, like not try to have that control and just let go and just enjoy, you know? Um So that's this definitely a huge learning lesson, bro. Um, what do you think the reason behind that? Like, dude, honestly, I look at it as like human nature in a way, but like I think some people just earlier learn it. I think a lot of people would like, I was always trying to be like special in a way, which I am, but like it was more of like I would have to do different than others. If everyone's at having fun at a social gathering, I would have to go and shoot clocks in my driveway. It was always like just not, I had to do something that was better than other people. I had to do something that because I was scared of going in public and talking to people, I didn't want to accept that. So I had to one up everyone else, you know? And it became lonely and it just wasn't as real, you know? And people understood me and was there. Um, and why did I do that? I don't know. I would say like when you really think about it, it could be my parents being divorced. That might have taken a toll from a young age of just being like, oh, I want to be like every other family, but I'm not, so I have to be different. There's a mixture of things. I wouldn't just say blame it on that one thing, but I would just say, it's a domino effect, something, and then you're like, oh, this, and you start whatever, you know? Um, so yeah, I grew mentally. I'm trying to keep up. Do you like spitting on vibe? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like if I'm at a dinner table, I don't like I don't engage. I don't e I don't engage in things. I'm scared to engage in things. But now, since I loved my last relationship so bad, it really shot through the heart, hit me where it's like, you have nothing to lose now. I'm not saying I don't have anything to lose, but it was such a blessing in the way that like I loved her so much, but like it wasn't working out. And now I'm like, now it's time to just live my life, dude. Like, not for like anything else, not for a job title, not for making the NHL, not for someone being impressed by me, for genuinely me, how I feel, living life. And I've never been like that. It's always been for an external thing. And that's crazy to even think about, you know? My whole life, it's been for an external thing. I never have done something for myself, ever. Like, ever. My mindset around it was you have to do this because you're going to get this. You have to do this because this is your character. So you have to act like a hockey player. So that means it was always doing something that I didn't really even want to do. I was just doing it for the title. And now I'm grateful to just be like, now just live that, bro. If you want to watch a random video, do it. If you want to go do like just do like live your life. Like don't do it for an external image or like all this thing. But that's literally how I saw my character. It's like I had to fit in. I had to be a certain way. Um, I had to make it to a certain point and then I can be happy, you know? Um, yeah. Yeah, this was definitely a blessing, bro. Every relationship was a blessing because it all built me like who I like everything, right? But this one's fresh. So it's definitely like a lot. It's a big one. Yeah, feel more balanced for sure. For sure. You think you're finding you outside of all the things you felt like you had to be someone else? One sec. Do you think you're finding out outside of all the things you felt like you were someone else? Um, Yeah, dude, it was crazy. I would even like, I remember even like shaking because I had to like keep up with like some type of like persona to like fit in certain ways. Like, I was always worried about my looks. I was always worried about how I said something. Like, I would literally like to the point I would shake to like, it's like I would have to like, instead of flowing, instead of just like not worrying about what other people think, not worried about like I was always worried about what my image is and what people think, like instead of living, like, and it's crazy because it's almost like I've never had one good sleep in a long time where it's been just not worried about tomorrow. It's always been about how am I gonna do this tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like, I would look up to so many friends. I had like best buddies that they would just do it for them. You know, they didn't care about how someone talked about them where watching The Simpsons. They didn't even think about that. They just watched The Simpsons. For me, I was like judgmental. I'm like, you can't watch The Simpsons. You have to shoot pucks. If you're not shooting pucks, that means you're not going to make millions of dollars. If you're not making millions of dollars, then you're not going to have your dream girl. If you don't have your dream girl, you're not going to have your dream life. You're going to be just like it was always how I'm being perceived and how I can get to this point. And it made me just keep up, where anxiety would just like, it was, instead of just like fucking chilling, dude, and you enjoy so much by chilling. You enjoy so much more by letting go and actually enjoying your one and only life, you know? Yeah, flight or fight for sure. I wouldn't say like never enjoyed myself because I obviously did, but I think like my main attention was, like Christy said, approval from others instead of my main intention being for me. Like it wasn't like I wouldn't just like ever enjoy or not shut it off or whatever, but my main like that has to be it. That's your number one. That's your God. You have to, it's that, you know. Um, then it gets to a point where you can't keep up because you just can't. Like it's just unrealistic. Life's not like that. Life's not about being the best. Like there's no the best. We all have our own lives, you know? And thank you, JJ. Thank you. Right? Yeah. Sure, yeah. It would be like if I go to talk to a girl, I'd have to like talk to her and like it wouldn't just be like I couldn't just like be my like full authentic self. I would always have to like think of like I would always like try to study that person, like do they like me? Like did I look at them weird? Like are they are they like do they think I'm cool? Like it was always like this like question of like do people care, instead of just like being like who cares, like enjoy your life, like obviously you can think that here and there, but you got to move on and not make it your main priority to like you know impress people. I don't think it's as like much as like hiding behind a persona because like people really knew because I was so honest with like how I was going about it, so I wasn't really hiding, but I was like trying instead of just letting go of that trying. Like it doesn't really get you anymore. Like you can try so hard, but it doesn't really like people still are gonna do them and live their lives. Stacy, Mish, thank you. Diane, thank you. Yeah, and there's positives and not positives about it. The positives is I can talk to 200 people on this and you guys can't. No offense. The positive is I make a living by talking. The positive is I can work a room pretty freaking well. The positive is I can sell people a fork. The positives is I give people hope in certain situations that they wouldn't really look into because they're more focused on themselves instead of focusing on other people. So there's a ton of positives. I'm not beating myself down, but I am also looking at that as a factor where I do have to understand and then like do what is best, like continuously remind myself, do what's best for you as well, and stuff like that. Sin, thank you. Why do you feel different at a dinner table? I think, to be honest with you, my first initial thought is like, but I don't really believe this. Yeah, I can talk in front of 200 people sit in front of me. I can talk to 5,000 people if they sit in front of me on stage. 100%. I can talk to a million people. It doesn't make a difference. Talking is talking. Um, with the dinner table, the back and forth talking about what you did yesterday, I find pointless. But I don't really find that pointless. I actually like it as well. But at the end of the day, I'm focused so much on like, what's the point? Like, where are we going? Like, are we paying the bills tomorrow? Is this person going to be in my life tomorrow? Are we figuring out what's going on? Is there like, I'm very focused on like the deeper issue than to kind of go back and forth of just like things that are like validating people and like, oh yeah, I did this, I painted, and it's like, oh nice. Like, I'm not really a small talk person. I, but I can see myself wanting that more because I now see the value in that as well. Because it is nice just to enjoy a small talk. It's not to sit there and just be like, yeah, I did this and that's beautiful. Um, it's nice. It's actually like you feel good. But how do you feel when you leave the table? You know, I feel like a lot of people feel like they didn't really get to the deeper issue or the deeper thing about themselves, and so I really focus on what's really going on with someone. Why is someone really watching me? Why is someone really here? And what do people really want to know? You know? So I do think deep about that. I do give myself the benefit of the doubt there, because I can see through people like pretty well. Um, and it kind of drives people nuts because they don't want to be looked at like that. But like I can kind of see more than because I'm looking for more in that way, not just kind of being okay with just yada yada yada. I find that a lot of for me, I feel like a lot of regret can come from that. I feel like a lot of thinking it's almost like pretending to be happy when you're not actually being happy. It's almost like I wish I had a better job and a better house and a better body, but I'm just gonna sit here and have a glass of wine and I'm gonna eat chips and I'm gonna talk to my neighbor and we're just gonna talk about things because we're just pushing the vibes up and that's gonna change something. But it doesn't actually change anything. It actually just wastes some time. There is a little bit of change, but I just think there's a better needle to thread, in my opinion. You know? Um, so yeah. Do you think sometimes you need to fake it till you make it? I think sometimes you need to let go, like I'm saying, and just enjoy the moment. So I think that'd be like fake it till you make it, you know? But I think most of the time you should be focusing on where you're going, like that deeper meaning, because that's what means something to you. That's what's really going to get you from point A to point B. And it's not going in a circle and writing pictures on the wall. Things like that is just kind of creating this like reality around you, in my opinion, that people can see on your face that is not the best reality. And it's something that like for me it's like accepting and just moving forward, being okay with nothing but growing and like all that is so important. I remember asking you a long time, who is the real Will? You didn't like that too much. Sometimes going strong initially people can't handle. Um no, it's not I can't handle. I think it's like who is the real Will is almost inflicting that I'm not real or I'm not being real. So just say someone says you're doing this for money, right? But they're only saying I'm doing this for money. There is more to the picture than just doing this for money. So it's like I get where you're coming from, but that's not the full picture about it. So if I can explain it, that'd be meaningful. So it's not that I'm defensive about it, but it's like I have more to add to that, you know? Um, so the real Will, who's the real Sally? You can say a million things about yourself, you know? You can say, oh, well, I like to do this, I like to do that, I like to do this, I'm happy here, I'm happy here, I'm not happy here, right? Like it's pretty big picture, it's not really a one word answer, you know? Um, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So if you have anything to add, please do. Stephanie, thank you for the 500. Thank you. When you can relax, what do you think you were really afraid what happened if you did? Not getting to where I want to be. Almost like if I was a kid and I'm sitting on the couch and I know there's this beautiful girl that chose the other guy over me. And now I go on social media and I see all these women loving the guy with that's a model with abs. I feel like if I'm not doing push-ups and sit-ups and there's a chance I could die tomorrow, and I'm not living the best will I can be. So when I walk in public, there's beautiful women looking at me and wanting me because they're attracted to me, and that betters my way of living and how I feel, then I need to do that. So I would get so hard on myself that I didn't really want to do pointless things, but those pointless things was a part of my growth too. So you don't have to be so hard on yourself because yeah, you can have big biceps and you can have all these things, but if you don't have, you need to also be fluent with your personality. So there's that huge balance that comes with it and all that stuff. So it's more than just like cut right and done, Um, for a deeper meaning and for strong, like all that stuff. Yeah, I guess superficial, yeah. You go hardcore 20%. Yeah, sounds like you've always seeking things that make you feel valuable, but you already are. Yeah, I think like the biggest thing, right, is if like I have a goal to have a certain thing, I need to chase that thing. I don't need to, but let's be real. If you are poor because you know you could do something more, but you're feeling poor because you're not doing more, then that is on you. Not everyone's situation is like that, but if you know that you want more and you can obtain more, then that's something that you, in my opinion, should go for because I don't want to waste my life living in misery, right? So, like, yeah, I value things and yeah, I work towards it, but am I valuable as a kid? 100%. But is there things that I have to work hard for on a day-to-day basis and gain, like, and obtain? Yeah. Like, would I be more proud if I accomplish my goals and feel and be more valuable in society as well, which does matter because when you are valued in society, believe it or not, your life is sometimes, not always, but sometimes better. Sometimes your life is you have more friends, you have more, you can reach more things, you have more, there's more, and that does matter. Obviously, don't lose yourself and values and all these things, but that does matter, right? To a certain extent. And, right? So just adding that, because a lot of the time it can kind of, in my opinion, what I kind of fight against is you're good just how you are. Smoke a joint. I don't like that attitude. Personally, the joint was a bad example. It was just an example. But I believe, listen, honest question, do you think swiping on Tinder and Hinge is a waste of it? No, because if I'm getting a nice hookup and I'm enjoying that hookup, that's a part of my living. If I meet a beautiful girl on Hinge and she's looking for the same thing I am, and she's like, "Do you want to cuddle and watch Star Wars?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And we end up having a good connection, having fun. For me, that's a part of the books. That's something that I feel like, wow, that was a nice experience. So I enjoy that type of stuff. I enjoy that living. I like that. I it makes me feel it was fun. It was an experience. It was good. Well, I'm already going for it. You don't have to tell me. I think that's very normal to meet people now. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It, you know, yeah, enjoy your life, man. If you want to go have a foursome, go have a foursome. If you want to go party and drink, go party and drink. Like whatever you want to do, you're gonna do. You're gonna put it in the books. You have a bucket list. You want to have fun, you have fun, dude. You don't listen to what other people say about it because what are they doing? Everyone should be living their lives. We don't care if it's you, Barbie, respectfully. You're at the age now better. Yeah, whatever I want to do again, guys. It's not about being jealous, it's not about looking this, that. It's about just being happy. That's all. Does your profile say looking for a long-term relationship? Both. So I'm like, I'm okay with a long-term relationship if it happened, but I'm also looking for short-term fun. So like for me, it's like I'm okay with living a long term. I'm okay. If it happens, it happens. Like if I go meet a girl and we end up falling in love, then like so be it, bro. Let's see where it goes, right? Um, but it's not something I'm like yeah, it's like I'm also looking for that fun and whatever. Maybe we just want to hook up, you know? How do you handle if the girl catches feelings for you after and you don't feel the same? I'm just curious. Well, it's called life. You know, it's not being an asshole unless you're an asshole, but it's called life, dude. It's called shit happens. It's called I don't have feelings for you. You know, like it is what it is, man. Like your husband could walk out the door tomorrow. Or I could have a wife. If I was thinking about last night, if you just say you owned a big construction business and you're popular in town and you have a wife, okay? You cannot ever not believe that there can, maybe the odds are low, but that there can be a point in time that your wife picks up everything and says, listen, I really want to travel the world and I want to live my life. Okay. I love you and I love, of course, everything, but there's something inside of me calling me that I need to go and live my life. So, no matter how great your relationship is or how good things are going, you cannot not put that into a little bit at least of consideration because that can happen at any means. You could wake up tomorrow and change your whole mind, you know? Um, so that saves a lot of stress to know that too. Because then you're not expecting 100% for things to work out. 100% your way because that's just not usually the case anyway to a day-to-day basis. Yeah, it's not easy to leave when you have children for sure, but again, like you said yourself, people do it. No guarantees in this world, especially with relationships. Yeah, man, even jobs, bro. You know, you could be having a job and that job could boot you or they could find someone else or whatever. I think most importantly, even more than relationships, is the worst of all, your health. There's no guarantees in your health. Tomorrow you could literally be diagnosed with something, God forbid. To like anything could happen, you know? So it's like that's the even most crazy part about it, you know? Do you think that perspective protects you from heartbreak or can make it harder to fully let someone in? I think it lets someone in the way they're supposed to be let in because if you are letting someone in, you have to put up consideration to everything. I'm not saying don't fight for what you love, but I am saying that you're a real person that knows that things can happen. You're not God. You can't control that your wife doesn't wake up with cancer. And now your whole life is different. You know, you thought you were going to the Bahamas next month, but now you're in the hospital for the month. You know, so that goes for everything. That goes for her waking up and saying, I really need to do this. I want to do this. I'm feeling this. It's not even I need to do this. I'm feeling this. You can't control that. You don't know. You can do your best to make sure she's secure and you can do your best to do your best, but it still doesn't take out the consideration that things can happen. I'm not saying focus on that. Why would you focus fully on that? And most importantly, why would you push away because of that? No, of course not. If you're gonna love, love fully. If you're gonna do your job, do it 100%. But with that 100%, you always put in the bad in consideration because that's what makes you grateful for the now to put in that 100%. Really. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah. If I was gonna marry my boyfriend, but he accidentally I'm so sorry. That's horrible. But the point of marriage is commitment. Yeah, but it still doesn't mean that that's gonna 100% happen, especially in today's generation. Maybe back then, if they'd cut your head off, I don't know. Back then they had crazier rules, so people were more scared to do it. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't take away what can happen. Yeah, you can commit, but doesn't mean you won't wake up with a disease tomorrow. Doesn't mean you won't wake up, someone will wake up and say, I just can't do this. I don't want to be around you. I don't love you anymore. I need to go travel. I need to go for a walk up north because this is what I need to do for me. So it never takes that away in any means, right? You're not putting someone in a box and then locking the box or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like that kind of like it's just not real like that, you know? Do you think that starting with being honest with intentions makes a strong relationship? I think you should always be honest, right? Like, why wouldn't you be honest? Is the real question. It's not about do you think being honest is should happen? It's like, why wouldn't you be honest? You know, like if you're in a relationship with someone and you want it strong, why wouldn't you be honest? Is there something you want to do? Is there something you're scared of? Is there something you want to steal? What's going on with that, right? So you have to be fully honest for sure and say, hey, listen, like this is what I want. You know, I want a long-term relationship. And that partner might say, I want that too. But then maybe a month down the road, you're like, fuck, dude, I fell in love with someone else. Maybe you're walking down the road and you meet someone, you talk to them, and for some reason you just can't stop talking to them. And you're like, fuck, dude, it starts to maybe it just hits you right there where you're like, I'm not really in love. Like, I think I need to move forward. I think I have other things that I need to live, you know? You can fall out of love. You can fall out of love. You can still care for that person, but you can fall out of love because usually things get boring. That's why. The biggest thing is when things start to be dull. You start to look and you get a new excitement to something else, and you're like, things are boring in my relationship now. You know, it became dull. So now it's like, I want something that's a little more exciting. You know, I want, if, for an example, let's say I'm in a relationship right now and I go to California and I end up being the biggest star. And I have Selena Gomez and Emma Ratajkowski on my arms. Do you know how hard that would be to really say no? Genuinely, like if I'm being 100% honest with myself, in situations like that, you really, when you get that excitement of life and stuff, it's like, it's a very tough situation. I'm not saying you shouldn't be loyal, but you do have to put that also into consideration that anyone at the end of the day there's always something new coming in their life that they could be like, fuck, I really want to live that experience. I want to try it. I want to grow. As much as I love you and I loved you, now I'm different. The person I was last month isn't the exact person I am today. And that's just life, bro. I honestly believe it 100%. A lot of people that are in love, they just stay with each other because they feel like they have to. They stay with each other because they think that it gives them this safe piece of comfort and they stay with that person. But you can like love is always growing, love is always changing, love is always like you're always like that's just human nature, you know what I'm saying? Um so yeah, it's not about being like down upon it, it's about growing. You have a lot of experience ahead of you. Yeah, that's nice, yo. And I'm ready for those experiences. Before I was like, I don't want to experience anything. I just want a girlfriend. I want to chill. I want to do me. But when I look back at it, what a waste of life that would be. And I'm being honest, it kills me to even say that out loud because I really loved that person. But in reality, as I think about it now, maybe I'm just being optimistic, but why would I settle down right now? Why would I actually settle down right now? In my life at 26 years old, who I am as a person, what I have ahead of me, taking it that serious is very early to do so. There's still things I want to grow. I still need to grow as a human being. Like, I'm not at the point where I'm a full human being and experienced, and I'm like, I traveled the world, I've met people, I've built business, whatever. I've lived my life, and I'm ready to settle down. This is the person I want to be with, and we're going to enjoy life together. I'm still curious. I'm still like, where's the plane? What's going on in that country? Wow, this woman's really hot. I wonder what it would be like to be with her. Like, I'm still curious. I'm not in any means ready to settle down, you know? Um, yeah. But listen, it doesn't mean I don't love her. That girl, oh my God. Love is an understatement. Talk about jump in front of a gun. Talk about be there for her always and always will be. She is the love. I love her, dude, tremendously, and always probably will. Who knows though, right? So that I'm not saying that's not there. We been through things you guys don't know, you know? That is very deep things, like very, very deep. Like she's a part of my life for the rest of my life, probably. Spiritually, at least. So it's like, yeah, fuck yeah. But at the end of the day, definitely not ready for a full committed relationship. Not yet, at least. I'm not saying in 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road, a year down the road, don't get back together. You don't know, right? Like, or I meet someone else or she meets someone else. You don't know. But we could be living our lives and have fun, and then maybe 2 years down the road, we're like, hey, like, how's it going? Like, I'm doing this, I know. And then, oh, fuck, like, I miss you or whatever, like, whatever happens, dude. So, like, you don't know. But yeah, I can't live my life wondering. It has to be like, just live my life and whatever comes will come naturally and happen naturally. Wow, that's super cool. Bon Jovi toured the world, had lots of hookups, then went to marry his high school sweetheart. Yeah. If she had said, I'm all in, I want you, would you be down to settle? Okay, so this is where she's really smart. Knowing me, I would say yes. But is that the smart move? No. You want me to tell you why? because I would go through a lot where I still need to live my life. And that's just me being honest with myself. I didn't want to be honest with her with that because I'm always being optimistic, saying, fuck it, like we'll figure it out as we go. But actually, down the road, with this all this stuff going on in my life, I'm I'm not at the point where I'm ready. I would say, yeah, I'd be like, let's just figure it out. Let's just do. But then it would just become, I would still be wondering. We'd have a little bit of fights. It wouldn't be that fun, natural. It would start to go down. So I give her a lot of kudos for kind of cutting the cord there and being like, well, seriously. And I do for that. Would you be okay if she marries someone else and has kids? Will you still be with her? If I love someone, of course, bro. If she married someone, if the love of my life married someone, had kids, God forbid, and whatever, and we got back together, dude, it doesn't matter, bro. I told her, I honestly mean this, bro. If she was in a wheelchair, I would be pushing her around. I don't give a fuck what you do with your life and what you've done. You could have fucking AIDS, bro. If I love you and and I, if I love you, I'm with you. So that's just is what it is. But you don't know, right? You gotta live your life and oh my God, my brother's friend is so freaking crazy, man. You learn to take care of yourself before you can take someone else. Yeah, 100%. And man, it's crazy how much like me and her especially having grown in a lot of ways. There's a lot of things that me and her haven't grown, dude. Like we haven't experienced. We've lived like adults since we were like kids instead of just being kids. Like we have a lot of fucking things that we have to like before we start acting like we need to live life for a bit. Want me to stand out from the rest? Oh, she was my only option that night. I was half in the bag. I look over. I couldn't be with my aunt, of course. That'd be weird. But I saw her and I said, I'll take this one for tonight. And then just hallelujah from there. You don't know, right? I don't know. There's not really, you can say her smile, you can say this, whatever, and I can talk about her for days and whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't really know. It's just, you like someone, you love someone, you're with them, you just love them, that's all. Sin, thank you. No, we met from my aunt. She just came over one day and she was friends with my aunt. They worked together and um how do hinge dates work? Does she walk in and you start immediately hooking up? Um, it depends, bro. I've had where like we're just like talking and then it starts becoming like kind of horny and then it's like yo, let's have some fun, right? Don't get me wrong, but then there's been where it's like let's just talk, and then we'll go like do something, get a coffee, go for a walk or whatever. So not all the time, but there has been like the odd one where it's like let's have some fun, and then there has been where it's just like let's get to know each other, but you just text. It's like just seeing someone, you like how they look, you like you're talking to them, and you're like, hey, you want to meet? Then you meet them. You don't just like they don't just walk in the house and you start hooking up. You obviously like talk kind of sexual or having fun, and then once you see each other, you're like, hey, how's it going? You start asking them about their day, about what they do, and blah blah blah, and you chill, and then you never know from there, bro. You know, you guys get close, and maybe someone makes a move, or you start cuddling, or you don't really know, right? It just kind of happens. Small talk, deep talks, all of it. You just go with the flow. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's not really something you choose. I mean, it just kind of happens. Both of them, though. Sometimes you talk about, like, I'll be talking about my life, or sometimes I'm just like small talks. You're the move maker. Um, it's gradual. Basic goal is to hook up, though. Man, like, I think, like, with dating culture in general, I wouldn't call it basic rules hooking up, though. I would look at it more realistically and think basic goal is connection. You don't have to downplay it. It's connection, whatever that means. But it's just getting to know someone, getting connected, and having fun, right? Are you ever nervous? Yeah, of course, of course. Have you met someone that doesn't look like their profile picture? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Usually, no one looks exactly like their profile picture. Put it that way. But some people surprise you, bad and good. Do most people on Hinge know your fame? I'm not like fame, like yeah, I have a documentary, etc. But it's not something like people do say some of them like, oh, you're the guy on TikTok, but it's not something that's like there's people that don't even know. Like I talked to a girl not too long ago, and she had no idea at all. She was like, oh, cool, and she's like I don't even go on. She barely even went on TikTok. She like traveled the world for like 3 months, and then she was like, let me see your thing, and then. She's like, "Oh, damn, nice." But she didn't really care. Like it wasn't even like a shock. So yeah, people say you're famous and shit like that, but in my era, like for me, it's not really famous, bro. I would look at famous as like Kid Leroy. I would look at famous as like Justin Bieber. I would look at famous as like this guy that's blowing up right now, you know? I don't look at myself as like this massive famous guy. I look at myself as a popular figure that, whatever, but not really like a massive famous person. She must have been a rock to know you? No, that's not true. Maybe you're just, no offense, but maybe like a little, into it. I don't want to say obsessive, but into it, where you might think that, but it's just not like that. Have you ever hooked up with someone who you weren't really attracted to, but just want to hook up? You're always kind of attracted to him at least. There's always something that you're like, you know? Do your looks intimidate women from hooking up with you? I don't think so. Maybe, maybe you see a good looking guy or I see a good looking girl, but if I have a good looking girl with me, I'm not really intimidated. I'm more like optimistic. Let me see your thing. That's why you say them. That's funny. I think it's really cool you're able to chat first and get to know each other. That actually is funny right now. Have you ever accidentally fell in love with a Hinge girl? I fell in love with Sierra, and she was from Tinder, and I fell in love with her the first day. She was like, I didn't want her to leave my house. And she's like, I'm sitting on you for the rest of my life. And we're just like, okay, do you want to come to my mom's? I want to get my Xbox. And she's like, your mom's, how far is it? I'm like 2 hours away. And she's like, yeah, I gotta text my mom because she has my location. And I'm like, yeah, we'll just sleep there for a fucking week. We ended up actually just going 2 hours away to my mom's first date, slept there for a week, freaking played Xbox, chilled, had fun, dude. And then from there, we freaking got cats and everything. We like lived together for forever, you know? Um, yeah. And that was just day one. Just met on Tinder and then was with each other. Yeah. Yeah, she was terrified when she first came to my house, though. Yeah, she's like, "This looks like a murderer's house." I'm like, "Damn." No, because my dad lives on like a construction yard, like the old house. It's just like it's not even supposed to be a house, you know? It's supposed to be like um it's like a storage unit. But they like rented it out as a place if you want to stay with some rooms. And I'm like, so it was super cheap. Me and my dad at the time, we didn't have a lot of money or anything. We actually shared an apartment with this grandma. And like I would clean the windows and shit. Like we had nothing, bro. Um, so yeah, we got this place and we're like, oh yay, like wherever we can stay as long as we're not on the streets, like we're chilling, you know? So yeah, we were living there and then we just stayed there through the fame and shit. We were just there. So fucking yeah. And yeah, Sierra pulled up in like the back parking lot. She's like looking around. She sees all like the machines. It's like this kind of like big spooky house that's like dark. And the first thing she says, or she walks out and she's like, "You're not gonna murder me, are you?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "This house looks like you're gonna like murder me or something." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna murder you." And she's like, "Okay, good. Just making sure." 'Cause like this is like, I don't know, not trying to be a dick or anything. And I'm like, oh yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah. No, no, you're good. You're safe. If I murdered you, you can tell TikTok because I'm kind of famous. So, um, I don't think I can murder anybody and get away with it. So I think you're good. Saw your mom went through at Whitey's house. So yeah, um, that was a funny encounter. No, I kind of knew what she was coming from. Like every time I brought a girl over or something, I was like kind of like shy because I'm like, this house is not the best house. Like, so I was kind of like, I wish it was better, but it is what it is. I don't know. She actually fell in love with someone. Like she had a boyfriend. I saw her once at the casino. I said hi to her. She said hi. I think she was seeing someone. Um, it was super nice to see her. I didn't talk to her too much, but it was just a nice, like, I was like, Sierra. And she's like, hey. And I was like, how you doing? She's like, good. That was it. So yeah, it was like, it was cool. Cool to see. I actually seen a lot of people at the casino, like, randomly. Yeah, Alex, but we're just looking at places in Toronto, so we got a place. Cal, well, we're looking at one. Um, so yeah. That's nice. For a day. We're just going for a day. Go around Toronto and it's a hotel. Maybe go out to eat and stuff. Alex will probably want to like party a little bit. I won't do that. So he'll be doing that probably with his boys. And I'll just do my thing, go back to the hotel, chill like an old person, frick. Like the uncle, dude. Fuck. Yeah, 20. Yeah, I don't like bar. I don't mind bars, but I don't like clubs because but no, you're right. Maybe I could go, but I get sketched out in like clubs and stuff. There could always be some like jealous person with like something that just I usually have an issue of stealing people's girls. Usually when people see girls see me, they're kind of attracted to me and shit. So usually guys tend to get very jealous about that. So it's hard sometimes for me when I'm just like this nice, respectful guy. They're kind of like, fuck, I hate this guy, dude. You know what I mean? And especially like bad boys, like guys that are like kind of like hateful and like do crime and shit. There's a lot to go there. Hey, bro. Okay. So I was like, yo, um, what up? Yeah, that's true. And there's a couch. Yo, case. Yeah, like we can't, obviously. Send that to Bill Ivan and because I already told him to help me with that. So send it to Bill. So give Bill a call. Do you have his number? He'll do it right away. Like he'll do it right now. I can send it to you if you don't have it, his number. Okay, well first talk send it to Bill. So he'll answer right now. All right. Okay, bye. Okay. Okay, beauty. Bye. I never thought you loved Sierra. Of course I did. I dated her for over a year. Why else would I be with someone for a year if I didn't love them? First episode. Yeah, he's excited. Would PJ come out for Alex's birthday? The boys would take over downtown. No, it's just us four, I guess, man. Synth of the 10. That would be sick, though. Wish we could sing Alex happy birthday. I know. We'll do something tomorrow. We'll make a we'll do something. We'll give him, I don't know. We'll figure it out. You're only 21. Yup. Go to the Good Son. Ooh, that freaking is such a good restaurant. The Good Son. Best pasta. Whew. Best bolognese there. Bolognese or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna have such a good sleep tonight. Tracy. Ryan, thank you. Or Hooters. Those Hooter girls though, man. Not my favorite. Sonya, thank you. Special K, thank you. Stacy, thank you. Cheryl, thank you. Not my favorite. But maybe I gotta get used to those Hooter girls though. Probably a fun time. Yeah, Hooters is still a thing. Yeah, they're not what they used to be. No, they're good looking, but like, don't expect like anything but them wanting hips. Like when girls are selling their body like that, they have one prerogative that night, and that's to make money. They don't give a rat's ass about nothing else but that tip jar. So like that's just like I don't know, not my thing. Rhonda, thank you. Cheryl, thank you. Yeah, money, money, money. There's a lot, dude. Not all, because I know a lot of you aren't like this, but most of you guys probably I don't think are like this. But there are a lot of girls slash women that want an easy ride in life. There are a lot, dude. I've started to learn this. Like, there are a lot of girls slash women that just want like sugar daddy, like someone that just pays for their stuff and they can be comfortable and they're happy. They don't care about nada. Some girls don't even care about sex. They just need their fucking their that's it. Tracy, thank you. Rhonda, thank you. Yeah. The only problem with that is then you feel kind of like selfless because you're just like in a relationship for what you can get out of it, and then you don't really feel like you have like your own kind of like, you know? Like that's the only problem with it. Other than that, I get where it's like fun and stuff and it's like it's good and it's like it's like, so be it. Like you want to have comfort in life, that's normal, right? Whatever, right? But like it's kind of like I don't know, shallow a bit, you know? Um unless you're being honest and you're like, I don't know, dude, it just either way, even if you're being honest, it's yeah. Yeah, like she doesn't like there's a lot of I wouldn't say she doesn't love you. There's a lot of women that love the person that is giving them money, to be honest with you. That's what I mean. Love's a word that is very you can love what you're getting out of something and you love that person because that's what they provide. 150%, bro. Love is like you gain what you are as a person. Like you are what you work for. Like you are what you give. You are what you like you are what you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I wouldn't say like they don't love that person, but what kind of relationship is it? You know? Do you want a girl that wants to cuddle with you all the time and have deep conversations with you? And like, do you want that kind of relationship where it's like this is comfortable and nice and it's like and I'm like looking for, or do you want like more shallow where it's just like let's have some good sex and like I'll pay for your stuff and you hang out with your friends and I do me, like what kind of relationship, Um, so yeah, there's just but every like someone said in the chat, every love is different. Not everyone's is the same. Everybody has their own way of going about it, from like childhood issues and just how they grew up and what they're looking like, whatever, like whatever it is, doesn't even matter. Everyone just has their own thing. Yep, 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 yep. I think what I learned, guys, is life is just about living. It's not about getting to a certain thing. It's not about having a certain person. It's just about like if you get the opportunity to go on a date, go on the date. Enjoy it. If you don't like the date, don't judge yourself. Don't judge the person. Move on. If you like it, don't take it too serious, but love it. Like, feel like that was awesome. Like just enjoy because, bro, like there's nothing too much to it. It's just about like, we're all just here to live and that's just here to have fun, you know? And that's it. There's nothing like, oh, I need to like, you know, yeah, life isn't about accomplishment. So much like I think like, oh, it's about my character and this and that. But like, yeah, obviously be a good person, your character, whatever. But like live your life, you know? Just live your life, you know? If you cut someone off in traffic, don't go back and say, sorry, bro, sorry, 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 sorry. Just keep driving and don't do it again, you know? Diane, thank you. Ron, thank you. Danny, thank you. Such a good talk tonight. You're really grown so much. Thanks, Danny, for the 500 and the nice message. Thank you. It's been great talks. I definitely needed this. I'm gonna work out in like 30 minutes, so I'll probably just chill here for a little bit. But yeah, dude, I fucking love talking to you guys, man. I even might come on after my workout and just pull not an all-nighter, but I think I'm gonna like just stay on live and talk and just maybe like, I don't know, maybe I'm just going through it a bit where I just want to be around, I don't know, not going through it, but yeah, I guess I'm going through it a bit. Guess I'm going through it a bit, not the easiest shit, but whatever. Nice. Yeah, maybe some music. Um, Maybe we can put on some like funny videos, I was thinking. Like music can be emotional sometimes, and sometimes you just don't want to be emotional. Um, so like you can listen to like whatever. This comment kind of irritates me. I'm sorry, Carlo, but maybe you're sad for what could have been. Sorry, but like what does that mean? Maybe you're sad for what could have been? Like that's like depressing, just even saying that out loud, you know? Like I don't think that like I don't know? Yeah, we can do dad like I don't really yeah, anyway. We can do yeah, dad jokes. We can do dad jokes. But yeah, maybe. Fuck, maybe for sure. Yeah, let me puddle. I have had some real crap a week. A kid who I just handled him as the got arrested and will probably spend the next 20 or 30 years in prison. I'm devastated. Wow, it's a long time. What do you, I don't even want to ask, but damn. Such a good conversation tonight. Keep moving forward. Thank you. Whatever you feel. Yeah, I'll let you guys know after my workout, see how I feel. But I was thinking just I'll probably do what I'm doing, coming on and enjoying. I saw so many funny videos last night. I wish that's like Sophia, thank you for the 100. Whatever you want. Yeah, and it would be nice to make sure my phone's charged, maybe do some TikTok lives downtown Toronto tomorrow. That'll keep me that'd be fun. So maybe I'll do some of that too. Sophia, thank you. I think my brother works tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So I think we're going after he works, which is nice because I get to sleep in a little bit. And then, yeah. Yeah, that is a sad story, man. Um, that's tough. Could just make these horrible choices, not thinking the consequences. Yep, it is very sad. I had one this week, 17 shot at a SWAT team. Wow, that is crazy. Oklahoma Dynasty, Toronto. My daughter wants to go to the Bruins. Oh, McKenna, yeah. That'll be fun live downtown. I'm sure he's looking forward to having, yeah, that's the thing, dude. A lot of the time, even though he's 20 and enjoying his life and whatever, he is still my brother that is my little brother that wants to see his older brother. My DoorDash driver is currently trying to small talk. I just arrived at the restaurant waiting for your order. Bro, just bring my food. Oh my God, dude, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. He'd be like, yeah, like whatever. I'm like, yeah, okay, and it's like, I don't know. That's funny. That's really funny. Sorry, will bring you down. No, it's fine. It's real. Christy, thank you for the 500. Love you, William. Thank you so much for the rage quit. 500. Love you. Thank you. Someone's a big bro. 100%. 100%. Yeah, the small chats that's actually like really funny. What'd you order? I think that's the bigger question is what did Rana order tonight? I'm gonna guess Chick-fil-A. Make good choices this weekend, of course. Of course, of course. Thank you for the reminder though. Because it's true, you really never know. It's so easy to slip up. Mish, thank you for the 100. Yo, what are you eating, Rana? Matzo sticks and soft pretzel. Damn, that sounds good. Where do you live again, Rana? LA, right? Started watching a new comedy on Netflix called The Hawk with Will Ferrell, a washed-up golfer who tries to have the la Wow, dude. That sounds amazing, actually. I want to check that out. Color aim at the 100. That actually sounds really good. No, she's having matzo sticks. I just had a dog missing, but the dude had accidentally locked himself in the bathroom while I was gone. Thought I lost him for a bit there. Damn, you should have blew him. No, I'm just joking. Can't be a what if. Wait, no, it can't be a if wait in those times too. Close to LA, little further north. Oh, nice. Sally with the 100. Thank you so much. Will Ferrell is always funny. Will Ferrell is funny. You know, seriously, freaking love Will Ferrell. We went to see the Pink Tunnel in Hamilton. The Pink Tunnel. What's that? Was her name Sandra? Just joking. Never mind typos. Garbage can stuff for easily. Little brother John Cena is funny to on Netflix. Okay, I gotta check that out. Have you seen the trailer for the new Avengers movie Doomsday? No. No, 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 no. Not that pink tunnel. Oh, fuck. I was like, dude, I remember this girl from Hamilton. Yada, 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 yeah. I want to watch that. The Hawk. Yeah, The Hawk. That sounds good. And it's Will Ferrell. He's funniest guy ever. It was in Heated Rivalry. Oh, my favorite show ever. Sounds amazing. I wish. I love Adam Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler's good. Adam Sandler is great. I love him where Will Ferrell is on Jimmy Fallon and they're funny together. Oh my God, I gotta check that out. Literally. They're making a movie about Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, Will Ferrell, and Molly Shannon. Damn, the eye roll. Robert Downey Jr. is back as Doctor Doom. Nice. Adam Sandler married Taylor and Travis. Wait, what? Adam Sandler married Taylor and Travis. Peter Rivalry is a love story worth watching by everyone. Damn. So did dinner fill you up? Yeah. I'm still full. That's why I'm dreading this workout. I have to. I'm excited for the new Spider-Man in a couple weeks. Let's go check out their tight hand skit with Christina Aguilera. Have you noticed how much Will Ferrell looks like the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers? Bro, that was the first thing that came to mind is when I was in the 80s, right? And I was doing my thing, I would always relate Will Ferrell and the drummer, and it just blew my mind. You know, it was something that I just couldn't like fathom. It was almost like a time machine. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Sally, thank you for the 100. Thank you, thank you. Right? That's funny. You're a turkey? What do you mean I'm a turkey? I actually kind of look like a turkey sometimes. Damn, dude, you got that in my head now. I'm literally a turkey. This girl's bio is my most irrational fear is not becoming a MILF. And then she says she's an atheist. I'm gonna say, well, you're halfway to your biggest fear. I was joking. Love listening to you. Great live. Thank you, thank you. Way cuter. Um, I'm just playing. We can have a toot sesh. Guarantee you make me laugh. Toot sesh. Cuter than a turkey. Do I look like a turkey? No. Um, oh, frack. No. Okay, good. Because you guys do. Like when I'm reading chat, all I think about is I'm like talking to a bunch of turkeys. Like I don't know what it is, bro. I used to think dinosaurs, but now all I think about is turkeys, dude. This conversation here go from serious to fun, loving, which is always fun. Bro, we went from going to jail for 30 years to farting and talking about turkeys in under 5 minutes. No problem. And we will be back to the most depressing topic in about 2 minutes from now. And then we will be right back to D blowing her patient. No, I'm sure. Je ne sais quoi, thank you for the 100. Doris with the 100. Thank you. Have you ever given someone a turkey? Bro, no. Why would I give someone a turkey? Cheryl, thank you for the 100. Thank you, thank you. Why did the Roosters go to KFC to see chicken strip? What the fucking liberal is that? Holy Christy. What did the duck say when he brought chapstick? Put it on my bill. Oh, dude, no. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I've never seen chicken strip or a chicken finger. You've never seen a chicken strip or a chicken finger. You're lying. There's no way you have never had a chicken finger in your life. Stacy, thank you so much for the 10. Sound like a nightmare. Unless you pull his robe up and he's got this freaking hog on him, dude. What a nightmare is that? Don't lie to yourself. Oh Lord, walked away for 1 minute and now we're doing jokes. Yeah, where are we now? Like we are down a rabbit hole and we're never coming back. Where does the sheep get a haircut? A baba shop. Okay, dude, why did I just like imitate that out loud? I think she means actually stripping chicken. I don't know. What do you get when you cross a rooster and an owl? A cock that stays up all night. Bro, what the fucking Viagra? What do you call an old snowman? Water. Oh my God, dude, that one was horrible, and it was from Fantilli. Like that one, like out of all the jokes Fantilli says, that one was like bought. That was like the first one you search up from like 2006. It's like how? Like what made you think that that was the one you should put on today? Like Were you like having like an orgasmic attack or something that like you couldn't handle your Twitter fingers and you just shot it out? Like what happened there? Diane, thank you for the one gifted. Thank you, thank you. Maria, thank you for the 100. Thank you. Yep. That's funny. You want to talk about saggy balls? I've seen it all. Dude, he's like saggy nuts, dude. No, deep enough. My brother Tony told me not to say his name backwards. Why not? Oh my God, stop. That one's funny. My brother Tony told me not to say his name backwards. Why not? It was terrible. I was in a state of orgasmic delight. Yeah, we can tell. The water was a giveaway. It was terrible, was a state. Okay, yeah. Anyway, have you heard the song Wall to the Wall? I think so. I think so. The best was when you said out names backwards. Yeah, dude, that one was funny. Anus. Like I'm like saying everyone's name backwards. I'm like, guess. So we got synth and whatever, and then I just go anus, and they're like, "Who the fuck's his anus, bro?" And it's like Sonya, dude, that was hilarious. Like, what the heck, dude? Out of all the names, dude, like Sonya's like a name that's not like the most popular name anyway. So like you wouldn't think that it would have like that, right? Out of all the names, we got Sonya's anus, bro. Just in the back of the crowd, waving in about the fucking 26th row. Just anus right there, spotlight right on her. There she is, you know? Holy shit. That's funny. That was funny. Did you fear about the restaurant on the moon? No atmosphere. Okay. What's Lana spelled backwards? Anal. Lana spelled backwards is anal, dude. That sucks, dude. What did the elephant ask the naked man? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. Elephant and naked men. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. Or out the back end. That's what I call nacho cheese, bro. I posted a clip to my TikTok. My name is Eve. Oh, I thought it was Smiley. I always thought it was Smiley. Hannah spelled backwards is Hannah. Damn true. I tried to. Why did the computer go to the doctor? It had a virus. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? If they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. Really? You feel good about yourself? Hmm. Got any jokes? I got one. Ready? You guys ready? All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. What do you call a Hemi with no cream? A stay in Hemi. Alright. type shit, bro. You know? Type shit, bro. Why was the hippopotamus so popular? Because it made hormones. Why was the hypothesis? Bro, that's just horrible, dude. If you were a ghost, who would be the first fan you'd haunt? Bro, 100% fucking Mindy. 100%. I don't know if you guys know Mindy. Her last name's Marie. 21. And if I had to choose one motherfucker to haunt, it'd be that Mindy chick, dude. I don't care what you say, that's who I would haunt. How is the life like toilet paper? Wait, what? How is life like as a toilet paper? You're either on a roll or taking shit from someone. Damn. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because it would be a foot. Okay, dude, we're done, dude. We're fucking done, bro. Like, now I miss my ex. Talking about foots and noses and common hypothesis and hormones and haunting people and like fuck, dude. You guys did not help at all. Like, why did the Scarecrow win the award? He's okay enough, dude. Holy shit, bro. I can't believe you motherfuckers are going to Google saying best jokes, scrolling down 3 pages just to make sure no one else said it, and copying and pasting something that you don't even find funny, but you're like, I'm just gonna use it anyway, and plotting it in chat. Kelly, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you. I looked up inappropriate jokes, just being honest, and they were funny. Enough, dude. What's Forrest Gump's password? One Forrest run. Oh my God. All right, guys. Honestly, though, I have to get ready for my workout. I gotta bring up my plate and stuff. I might be on after. If not, maybe I'll just like go to bed. I'll let you guys know because like I'm getting kind of tired. And this is not because the jokes were bad. This is just because I actually have to get going. Tonight I'm doing some shoulders and some back. Some shoulders and some back. I love you guys so much. Again, thank you so, so much for being here. All good things ahead, I believe. So keep following faith and keep enjoying and loving your life. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.